It's that time. Time for the dopest sports show on radio to invade your airwaves. It's The Crush. Streaming live on the Sensation Station Network. And also broadcasted on WBLZSports.com. I am your humble co-host, E. Glaze. And with me as always, Mr. Maceo Hurry. What's going on, brother?
Hey, sir, what's going on, dude?
How was your day, man?
Hey, man, it was pretty cool, man. Got some good rest, man. Coach Crazy, aka Coach Carter, surprised us with a long run.
You get it, man.
Yeah, man.
And
yeah.
I see you you also being mentioned by other people that you ain't even part of, man.
Well, you know, one thing about that picture, why everybody was going on about that, research who that was.
Oh, it's a big dude. I
That
know
guy's filthy rich.
But what's funny though, I saw it. I'm like, I didn't know you were friends with the guy who posted it.
Yeah, it's my guy. Not my guy, but
you know what I'm saying.
My guy, yo.
Yeah, makes you hanging out now.
Hey, man, you know, one thing about it now, you know, you say what you want, man. I'm mean in these streets. I'm mean in these streets.
I sat down like, I thought, you know how you sometimes you tag people just because they was in the event?
Right.
That's what I thought.
Right.
I didn't know he was saying that guy who got some money.
Right. We know, one thing about it. Yeah, man. Yeah. You know everyone, you never know why I'm in.
You know, I had to text you though, like, dog, did you sleep?
Check it out, I probably was napping. Yeah, I probably was napping.
We got a great show for you guys today, man. One of our most inspirational, our family is in the building. She will be on the show today, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You better get y'all we probably some yellow tulips on a cloudy day. We just
it is cloudy.
We know how to book things around here these days, man. We do all right.
I'm gonna write me a book.
You are?
Yeah. I got at least 3 books in me. 2 I probably can't write.
Is it gonna be a horror story like Jordan Peele just wrote, or?
I mean, I don't know.
It could.
I hadn't decided yet, man. I have a wealth of knowledge. You know, I've done a lot of things.
Okay.
We'll see.
We're gonna wait for that book to come out, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bestseller.
We got an author in here, so we're gonna talk with her later.
Yeah. I'm gonna find out the concept to writing a book.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
I need to know.
Also, man, we got our hot topics, Crush Rundown. That's what I'm talking about today, man. I had to scrape up some, but I scraped up a few articles, man.
Oh man, I found some good ones.
I had scraped up a few, man, but it's gonna have that pop today. Some crushing discussion, may still something I want to talk about, man. It's about the NFL Combine, man, and what's been going on with that. NBA talk, and then we're gonna wrap it up, man. Erica's gonna roll in here to talk about the Hawks and the Falcons, the Hawks and the Braves.
Yeah,
but the Hawks throw those uniforms away.
Why are they wearing those uniforms?
Throw them away.
I'm trying to figure out why are they wearing those uniforms. I don't get it.
You haven't worn with them yet.
I just don't get it. I mean, they're not even good looking.
No.
Man,
I get it for when you did the little peep thing.
You like the Seattle Seahawks.
Wear it one time and get rid of it. Just get rid of it.
Clearly, we don't play no defense when we wear those uniforms.
No. And that boy, man, he had problems, man. He getting put on the bench and everything.
Well, when you drive camouflage cars, man, you know. Yeah, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. Yeah.
So, man, when we come back, man, we do our hot topic. Then after that, we're doing our crushing interview. So stay with us. It's The Crush.
Yes, sir. Yeah, the Hawks do suck right now. They suck. They suck. Cindy, what up, Cindy? Zach Carter, what up? What? Tim? Omar, Marlon, T. Will. Is that thing plugged in? Hey, go pick this book up.
I was doing this, but they said don't mess with her with the headphones. I was like, that's what I'm saying. They say, you know, she can't hear you. Like, I know.
Yeah, you know she's, man.
Yeah, I said that about.
She do a New Edition concert every day.
I saw that. I was like, yeah, I'm just going. Yeah.
Oh, girl.
I wait till she kept, get up and now I can't.
I had to finish the concert.
Yeah.
I love the Hawks too. Yeah, they kill me.
It's hard.
They kill me. They hard though.
It's hard, man.
Yeah. Oh. You started the live when Brian.
Trying to
I started.
Oh, okay. Would you got the YouTube going so I can tag Christian?
Okay. It's fighting. What's up with you? Yeah. Well, let me go to the secession station.
Well, he hadn't cut it on yet.
No, I'm just talking about just to their page.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you go to the page?
I'm trying to get to the
No,
page.
I got to the page. It's not live yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What Facebook doing now?
Is it on your page, Blaze?
But
I'm the recorder.
So
YouTube keeps starting.
I'm gonna forward it to you.
Okay, yeah, forward to me. Tag Christian
yeah.
so we can get the YouTube popping. This is Major Glazer. What's it called? Hawks should have beat Golden State yesterday, man. I don't know what they were tripping on. Kendrick down there in Auburn country. Y'all gonna fire Gus Malzahn. He don't win with Jared Stidham this year. Fired.
He is going to be
fired.
And I don't have to have that on when we ain't on, huh? Get nothing else in. Ooh, my eyes dry out quickly.
I'll come back with hot topics.
Mm-hmm.
I'm recording live. It's not going over to the page.
So it is recording.
Okay.
Yeah, it's recording.
Okay.
They watching right now. What I'm doing.
Nah, they ain't watching what you doing. I ain't gonna put the camera on you till like 8:17. Oh, they watching what you doing right now on YouTube.
Look, they are.
Yeah, YouTube see you
Putting Visine in
getting
my
your
eyes.
Visine on.
Hey YouTube, how y'all doing?
Getting your Visine on.
Alright, we're coming back.
We're going to the hot topic brought to you by Dr. Kevin Dancy. If your smile isn't becoming to you, it should be coming to us. Dr. Kevin Dancy has been practicing dentistry for 16 years in beautiful Southwest Atlanta. His office is located at 3752 Cascade Road, Suite 190. Complete family dentistry with everything you need in one office. Call and make an appointment at 678-836-2118. At 678-836-2118. All right, Maceo, real quick, man, I wanted to, the draft, the combine is over with.
Yes, sir.
What did you take? Because you pretty much was watching it all 4 days. What were your take on guys who surprised you just overall this year at the combine?
I don't get that excited about the combine because I understand what it is, the Underwear Olympics. It's a chance for guys to come in. I think the part that we don't get to see that really means the most is the interview process.
I would love to see that, man.
The teams really get to know these guys. The guys that they invite, you pretty much kind of know they've trained all this time to run the 40, broad jump, all that good little stuff.
Right.
Football is played in pads.
Yep.
So again, receivers gonna run fast, DB's gonna run fast. You're gonna see your freakish athletes. But I think the part that doesn't get the most coverage that should is the interview process.
Is your opinion is the 40-yard dash overrated?
Technically it is, but because we've made such a big deal about it, I mean, it's the event. It's like when you go to track meet, you want to see the 100, 200, and the 4x1. Anything fast, we always going to be fascinated by it.
Because I look at John Ross, he ran 4.22, which broke
Yes.
the record. He's going to get really paid off of that.
Yes.
If you see, and what makes me really bring up the combine is that it is a little bit overrated. And there's still this disbelief in Deshaun Watson.
Oh, no, not no more.
But that's what I'm saying. So he had to go to the combine.
Right.
And show his thing. And is that where it's good at? If you got questions, I mean, it's still the Underwear Olympics, but do you have to have guys like Deshaun who has film work for 3-4 years.
Right.
Had to go and still had to prove itself at this is underwear Olympic.
Well, the so-called experts, there's always gonna be a guy that they're gonna fall in love with.
Right.
And then when that guy gets there, the one thing that never lies, I mean, you coach, you know, everybody who's coached understands that, you know, the eye in the sky.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson has so much game film that you can reach and pull from. He's been in every situation.
Yeah.
Coming into the combine, they talked about Kaiser, they talked about Trubisky.
Yeah.
These guys just haven't played enough football.
In my opinion, it's just, I hate to see that a guy had to still prove himself. I mean, I was listening to somebody on the 4-Letter Network talking about that he's still inaccurate and stuff like that. I'm like, it seems like it's more to do with you.
What are you basing that on?
You basing it on other quarterbacks that look like him and play like him, and you pretty much done ran with your feelings on that.
Because this is what we do know. The last 2 years, who's been the best team in college football? Alabama.
Yeah.
What did Deshaun do to them 2 years in a row?
Yeah.
Torched them.
Yeah.
You know, they got all these NFL guys at every position. They could not contain Deshaun Watson for 2 years.
And he's a dangerous threat, and I can't wait to see him shut him up. I think he still goes above that. And Kaiser, where did he come from? I mean, are they just trying to...
1 year wonder, Notre Dame, so he was on TV a lot.
Right.
You know, he got the exposure, but again, you know, big kid, he hadn't played enough games. Like you're gonna give Jamarcus Russell has messed it up for guys in that regard. 1 year of productivity at the quarterback position. Nah.
It just looks like, man, that they still. Let me ask you this: if you see a running back who can only bench press, like Christian McCaffrey did, what are your questions on him?
Well, me, just looking at, I understand that he's more a speed guy.
Yeah.
You're not gonna run him in between the tackles. He's gonna be a gadget guy. Like me personally, I think he's gonna be like a slot receiver, a Danny Woodhead kind of guy.
And that's the first person that come to me is a Woodhead. Would you spend a first-round pick on a guy like that?
I wouldn't. I don't know if I would spend a first-round draft pick on him, but he has value.
Yeah.
He can kick return, punt return. Like I say, we know he can catch football, and if you get him in space, he can make plays. His film shows that he can make plays.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. I'm looking at this, and I just looking at the combine. There's a lot of running backs, Dalvin Cook and things like that. And you know, your boy still, big boy ran took the 4.51, 4.5 something. The big boy.
For LSU.
LSU.
Yeah.
He still ran. So it's a lot of running backs out there. I'm very proud to say that kid that I coached did well this weekend, Brendan Langley.
I want people to understand this. 4.5 is not slow.
No.
4.5 is not slow for a guy who's 240 pounds.
40 pounds. How big that is.
Right.
Running that fast.
This is a big kid.
Running that fast.
No. Get in front of him. Like Dion and I were talking about, you're gonna have to make a business decision when he turns. He gonna carry the ball 20, 25 times. How many times you gonna stand in front of that, Leonard Fournette?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I looked at the 40s. I look at it. It's cool, but
it's pretty.
It's a nice thing.
It's cute.
But now it's the next phase. It's pro days.
Pro days.
And some cats, one of our guys already in the showed out already his pro day. He's gonna help himself out, and this is where you learn, you get your talent, man. So, my overall thing of the combine, it is what it is. It's good to see some. I like to see the other drills, like the shuttle.
Yeah.
I think like that. See the hips moving for like DBs especially.
Go look at the film. Go look at the game film.
But overall, man, you put in 4 years of work for a reason.
Go look at the game film. It's so funny. One of the kids I like, Cameron Sutton, Tennessee. They kept going on about his 40 time. He can play corner. He played corner, high level corner in the SEC for 4 years. He will be fine.
He will be fine. When we come back, man, we talk to our friend, our family, Christy. Author.
I like that.
Author Christy Sims. Stay with us. You gonna wear the glasses, Darren, or not?
I've seen it all.
You wear the glasses?
Oh.
You gonna wear the glasses, Darren?
She doing the Nicky.
Yeah, she got the music on.
Hey y'all, it's Christy time. Hey Christy.
Hey, I'm not feeling pretty today.
No, Lord.
I have my days. Some days I feel cute. Some days I don't. I
go,
don't feel
y'all.
cute today, but hey y'all, I love you.
Hey Lamar, we missed you today at workouts, buddy.
She sound like a rapper sometimes. I feel it.
You missed them 3 miles today, Lamar.
Lamar gonna be like, no, I didn't. He gonna reply.
Hey, look, we got in. I was stretching all good. I'm like, man, we gonna push some stuff. He like, hey man, go put on your summer suit. I say, oh, yeah, we running. I said, we running? Yeah, man, 3 miles. I was like, oh, God.
I'm strangling myself with the earpiece. Hold up, wait.
Go the other way. There you go. Oh, there it is. There it is. Stinwell, what up, buddy? What up? She can see your comment, Lamar. Lamar said hello. Lamar Harris said hello.
Hey, Lamar.
Lamar, we missed you today, running them 3 miles, but I needed you today.
Why am I looking crazy today? I'm not feeling good about this look. I'm serious. I look crazy. What's going on?
Yes, I look crazy every day.
Get over
Dang.
My boobs looking. What's going on? They on display. What's going on? I'm not right.
Should have wore 4X black tee, white tee. She worried about. She talking about. What D'Angelo? I saw he had text you. What did he text you?
Oh, I text him telling him everything CJ said. Stay away from white people he's around. They're gonna have him on the radar now. They might plant some people to kind of throw him off. Blah blah blah.
Where's the interview?
Yeah.
All that.
Lamar say, Lamar, you ain't sorry you missed that 3 miles. That's all right.
Rhythm all its own. Regular text.
Tim Hall said you straight.
Oh, here we go.
I need to stop saying everything that comes to my mind.
You don't lie. Make sure they put you out there. Get your people out there. Whatever. Going to that crushing interview brought to you by Oracy Software. The Oracy team is committed to providing full lifecycle support for developing, testing, and delivering market-driven products. Oracy model is when a customer engages one of us, they engage all of us. Go to oracy.com. That's ORASI.com for more information. All right, Maceo, please give our guest that proper introduction, sir.
Well, every time she comes back to the show, she adds a different title to her resume. Now she is a published author, sir. Yellow Tulips on a Cloudy Day, written by Christy Sims. She comes to the microphone. What's happening, Christy?
Hello, guys. You know, I always love coming back here. I feel like I'm at home.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
So let me ask you this. That title, author. We talked about it. We was getting there and it was being printed and all that. It's there now. It's there. How does that feel?
You know, it's an awesome responsibility. It's also because it's a book. It is my real life story.
Mm-hmm.
It was written privately with no intention on ever being published. So it was scary to put myself out there completely. You know, I don't hold anything back in this book. My hope is that it will resonate with people of all ages, all cultures, all nationalities, all races, and that people will connect to it and see themselves in it. You know, it's my journey, but it's a lot of people's journey.
The first time a box of your books hit your doorstep,
Oh my goodness.
and when you cut the box open, just the thought process.
You know what's so funny? That happened that way. I cut that box open and I pulled the book out and I took a picture of the book and I pasted it on social media. Posted it on social media. And I just had this feeling like, you know, this has been, like, how did you do all of this? How did you write a book in the mid, everybody knows what I've been through.
Right.
And how did you manage to write a book? And it's almost like it was written so organically and authentically without me. I didn't wake up one day and say, oh, I want to write a book. I literally wrote for survival every single day. I talk about this all the time. Some of my book was written on Facebook.
Right.
You know, I know you recognize some posts in my book.
Yes.
That's what gave me the idea, is because every day I felt like as I was healing myself, I was healing people, and I was getting constant feedback like, you know what, girl, you know, you're not alone. We go through the same stuff too. And so that's what gave me the idea of saying, you know what, what's the point of going through something so traumatic, so drastic, if I don't help a whole lot of people as I'm trying to help myself? And the best way to do that is through a book. You know, it's eternal. This book will be here forever. Long after I'm gone, that book will still exist.
So let's re-emphasize the reason, the title, Yellow Tulips on a Cloudy Day.
Yeah.
What did you come up with it, and why does it mean so much to you in your life right now?
The book is about, first of all, yellow tulips on a cloudy day. It's a metaphor. You know, I'm kind of deep. You know, I told you I was not gonna call this book "She Got Burned" or whatever. We talked about this, right?
Right.
I wanted a book because I read a lot. I'm a literary person, and I wanted a book that people would have to think, even just looking at the cover, they would have to think, like, I wonder what she means by that, you know. The book is not about yellow tulips, even though I love yellow tulips and it is common knowledge that I love yellow tulips. The book is about finding how I was able to survive, probably, I don't know much worse than this, being burned alive, but how I was able to survive one of the most horrific and evil things you can imagine by every single day finding something to be grateful for and acknowledging that people, places, good things, God would just, no matter what I was going through, no matter how much pain I was in, somebody would come in and help me. Somebody would literally sometimes send me yellow tulips, you know, but guess what? A lot of people, when you're going through stuff like this, you can't recognize it, and you survive by being able to recognize it. Like by saying, you know what, I know this is horrible, but God, you know what, I still see you. I see you in your people. I see what you're doing. I see that you're allowing me to go through this, but I see that you're still with me. And so that's what yellow tulips on a cloudy day means. It's a metaphor for me being able to identify that even with all this stuff that I've been through, that, you know, he sent a lot of goodness my way too. You know, you guys have been there for me. Oh my goodness, it's been almost 4 years. I can't believe it, but you've been there for me.
Right.
You know, you guys can be yellow tulips too. You my yellow tulip. You know that, right?
No doubt.
You my yellow
As long
tulip,
as
right?
we got the microphone, we're going to make sure. So
Yeah.
This what was interesting, reading the book, and like I say, it's so detailed. And one of the first things I took from it was the strength of your mom.
Yes.
While you were in the hospital, like, I mean, you don't even know what's going on. And her presence there every day. Just talk about that for a little bit.
Well, what people don't know is that my stepfather died during this process. My stepfather died in August of 2014. I talk about it in the book. My stepfather walked around with cancer and we didn't know it. The entire time that I was going through all of this, he had cancer. And I don't know if he knew it or not, but he refused to sit down until I got back up. And my mother, she didn't know her husband. She didn't know he had cancer. He's walking around. Normally, he wasn't in any pain. But he kept saying, you know, we got to get Christy on her feet. We got to get her back together. And so I feel a little bit of guilt because my mother she had a business, home business. She gave that up and she took care of me. My mother literally was in the hospital bed right next to me with every surgery. She never left me. She prayed for me. She never gave up on me. My mother was my advocate. While I'm laying there in a coma, you know, I'm an advocate for other people. I'm a feisty chick. But my mother, who's very mild and calm and normally kind of quiet, she stepped up for me and she fought for me and she made decisions for me that I could not make for myself. You know, like every part, people don't understand that I'm scarred on 40% of my body, even though I was burned on 20% because I had so many skin grafts. But my mother knows that I love wearing dresses. You know what I'm saying? So she made sure they wanted to just literally take every part of me. And, you know, to repair me, she said, leave her something on her body. Leave the bottom half of her legs clear and pretty and scarless so that when she gets up, because she is going to get up. My child likes to wear dresses, and she's going to want to feel like a woman again. And so don't touch her legs down there if you can avoid it. Find it somewhere else. Just like little things that because she knew me so well, little things that she knew that I would have made those decisions. Like, listen, I don't care if my head is missing. I'm putting some high heel shoes on and walking around in a dress. That's gonna happen. You know, I'm stepping. So she's just my mother is a quiet warrior woman. You know, she just people think it takes courage to be me. Imagine what courage it takes to be my children and to be my mother. It takes courage.
We're about to take a quick break. When we come back, I think we're going to have Christy read a passage from the book, one of her favorites. See if we get
How about one of Macio's?
One of my favorites.
Oh, we'll put Macio's favorite. We're going to do that.
I love it when men read my book. Thank you. It is not a chick book. I'm telling you, anybody should be able to get anything out of this book.
We'll be right back.
Oh, it was a page turner. It was
I
page.
hate y'all. Y'all brought y'all. I ain't got nothing with it.
I
You
be-
read the book?
I ain't read it because I'm behind, but I got it, and
Okay.
I need you to sign.
I'm glad you got it.
I was sitting there like, okay, I'm gonna sit down today.
Cause I like the book because it's colorful.
Yeah. And I wanted a happy book because people think it's gonna be so sad. You know what I'm saying?
No. I gotta start reading that. Hold on, read 2 more pages. God.
I promise you I was not trying to write a book. I promise you I was not ever trying to release this. Like for real.
Pretty book all in my house. I'm like, yeah, that's mine. I know that. It feels good that I know authors now.
Yeah, I'm sure you know a lot of them now.
I'm getting there, man. So I'm looking at like, I know him. I know. But yeah, I gotta get you to sign.
Yes, Tim Hall, a mother's love. For sure.
That's
Mignon, what up,
some
Mignon?
strength though.
What
She was
up?
there the whole time. He never said nothing.
Cool.
Stepfather. About his condition.
No. And we don't know if he knew or not. He literally went in the hospital the first part of August. Never came back home.
Lundy, it's a page turner, Lundy. It's a
It never came
page
back.
turner.
He died like 10 days later.
What's the, it's www,
What?
the book, the order of the book.
So listen, you know my book is on Amazon too, right? A lot of people order from Amazon, but Amazon is like, they make a lot of my money but I have to use them because my store, think about it, if I go on the doctors, I can't get on my website because the website I ship those books out personally and sign them. I can't manage volume. Like I've been able to manage it because it's only been like several hundred books. But I like it when they come to me. First of all, because if I have it in stock, I can sign it and I make every dime. Like every dime. When you order from CourageousChristian.com, every dime comes to me. Amazon don't get nothing from that. So
Oh, Amazon.
that's why I'm always plugging CourageousChristian.com.
So they are,
They pimping.
they good for one reason, for volume, but they gonna
They
get
good for
paid.
volume, and that book come in 2 days.
Yeah.
So I understand. A lot of people don't even come through my site. They go straight to Amazon because they know they're gonna have their book in 2 days.
Amazon is
It's a beast.
Amazon Prime had me, but so spoiled.
It's a beast.
Do my crim shop, they like the crim shop.
Yeah, it just sit
All
there.
right, we're coming back.
And it's coming in 2 days.
You can tell people about me and mine and Amazon. I just prefer it. Ooh, what I do?
Nothing. Small headset. Hey, we're back, man. Doing our interview right now with Author Christy Sims.
That sounds good to say right now.
I love it.
Author.
I love it.
Right now, man, we're about to read one of Macio's favorite passages, and we're gonna read it from. You don't get this many places. The author's gonna read it, so you ain't not Macio.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta hear Macio.
Because y'all don't want me to interpret it. I be adding words.
Go ahead, Christy. Read that passage.
I
for
don't
me.
know which one is it.
Let me see where you at.
Why they finding it?
Read right there, November, right there.
Oh,
Right there.
Okay, cocoa butter.
Right, there you go.
Cocoa butter. Get ready. Okay, remember, guys, this is my journal, so everything in here is what I wrote privately. No longer private. Let me put my
Not
glasses
anymore.
on, glasses
The
on because
words
I
out
cannot
there.
see. Okay, Tuesday, November 4th, 2014. As I prepare for this 13th surgery, I am being forced to accept that I will never be with my cocoa butter friend again, and I need to let him go. This is not my season for love. I need to set him free. He is kind and he wants to be here, but he is too whole and I am too broken. Our spirits had not collided in many years, but he came back to me in my darkest hour as if he instinctively knew that I needed him. We are as connected as two people can be without ever touching or seeing each other. There are days when he is the only one on earth that can comfort me. We've talked for hours and hours when the rest of the world is fast asleep. We delight in memories from the past, we relish in the present, and we explore visions for the future. The sound of his voice soothes me to sleep most nights and wakes me up most mornings. He edifies me. He empowers me. I am better because he lives, because he breathes. He is pure light and love personified. I see divinity in him, and he reminds me of the divinity in me. For me, he is like a vanilla-scented home after a long, hard day. He knows me, the real me, the original me. He knew me before any hurt or heartache, long before the world had its way with me.
I'm going to tell you why that's one of my favorite parts of the book. This is that old school Ready for the World playing in the background, talking with the pillow over your head,
Yeah, man.
or getting in the closet,
Yeah,
talking.
man.
That it was so sincere, and the way you described everything in the book, like even when you talk about the first time you actually went back into your house,
Yeah.
it's like it felt like an episode of like Dateline or something where it's like you're describing every scene, like you can remember this was here and this was here, now it's moved.
Mm.
I mean, it was just, you did a great job.
Thank you.
You did a great job.
Thank you.
You did a great job.
Thank you.
I
That's
mean,
why it's one of my dopest parts of the book right there.
that's great. And just let everybody know, for y'all out there interested, if you haven't got the book, you can go to courageouschristy.com or go to Amazon and get it. But we're gonna do Courageous Christy first to get it.
It benefits me more when you order it from Courageous Christy because it's directly from me. You can also, in many cases, get it autographed if I have stock from courageouschristy.com. Remember, I am self-published. The story is big enough to be with a publisher, but I decided to self-publish initially to hold on to all of my rights. I wasn't ready to give
Let's
that
talk
up
about
just
that.
yet.
The response to the book. How has it been for you from people? I mean, you're international now. I mean, people from all over the world know you and read your book. How has the feedback been for you from your book?
You know, I started small. Most of the people that have read my book are people that know my story. I'm occasionally run into people, and what I love is I love running into people who have my book who didn't know my story before, because that means you've transformed a life that was not affected prior.
Right.
And so, and you know what I love? 13 and 14-year-old girls are reading my book.
Yeah.
Men are like, you guys are reading my book. I have sold, I won't say how many I've sold, but I've done pretty good considering that it just came out October 1st. I've had about 6 or 7 book signings, and I have another event coming up this weekend. But I am about to go national again. I'm going on the doctor show again soon. I'm going to be on the show Crown Watch Daily, and they're doing a full special on me, and they're going to allow me to talk about the book. So I'm hoping, you know, when I was on television, it seemed like almost every day, I didn't have a book out. So I didn't have the national and international exposure then. And people kept saying, you got to get the book out, you got to get the book out. What people don't understand is that the book wasn't finished yet. I had to step out of it, live it through before I could finish it. And so now, even though I don't have the sales that I would have had with all that television exposure, I feel good about the product that I put out. I feel like I'm resolved. I feel like I'm healed from just that last word that I wrote in the book. So the response has been good, though. Everybody, you can go on Amazon and look at the reviews. Everybody that has read the book and responded has absolutely loved the book. They've loved the book, so I feel really good about that. Really good about that. And I love when a 13 or 14-year-old when a 13 or 14-year-old is in the corner and they cannot put your book down.
That's big.
That's kind of a big deal.
That's a big deal.
Right.
It's kind of a big deal.
That's a big deal. When we talk to you, and as we've talked more and more about, you've had your interviews on here, you go from anger. How are you personally right now about your situation and all the things that's going through? Because the first time I remember you in here, you said, I'm angry. And you went in, but now how are you right now?
I allow myself to be a little angry still every day, you know, because I'm scarred for the rest of my life. And like today, I was just, you know, and I hear a lot. Well, Christy, we think you're more beautiful now. I'm like, okay, but you know, I wasn't scarred before. I give myself permission, because I'm very kind to myself. I give myself permission to feel whatever it is I want to feel. It's been almost 4 years, but guess what? Since I got to live like this for the rest of my life, I think I have a right to periodically still be angry for the rest of my life. It's not going to go away from me. I don't get to go beyond this ever again. But where I am right now, if you want to know the truth, my anger propels me to do good and positive things. My anger compels me to be driven to be successful. My thing is, okay, yeah, you scarred me, you messed me up and all of this or whatever, but I gotta find a way for me and my kids to be okay through all of this. I gotta find a way to profit from all of this pain that I've been through. So I've just decided to get back up and work. You know, it's time for me to take this tragedy and not let it define me, but me define it instead. So that's what I'm working on right now. That's where I am right now, is defining my own story instead of letting my story define me.
Now, you had an interest in taking the book. The Ray Rice situation was happening.
Yes.
And you kind of got right into it because
because you notice how my book was like, you know, it's authentic because I was writing as current events was happening.
Right.
You know,
Right.
Maya Angelou died during this time. Nelson Mandela died during this time, and I wrote about all of it. You know, my thoughts on it. And what this book wasn't just about me. But yeah, the Ray Rice situation, I was invited because my story, other than the Ray Rice situation, my story is probably the most well-known domestic violence story in the United
Right.
States.
Mm-hmm.
So when that happened, you know, the elevator scene, guess what? Al Jazeera called me, and guess what? That show was watched by 280 million people worldwide.
Wow.
In fact, it was watched everywhere but in the United States because it was Al Jazeera International. The interview that I did, it was about the Ray Rice story, but it was broadcast throughout the world. 280 million viewers saw that interview. So that's when my story went international.
Hollywood.
It was September 2014, and people literally follow me from all over the world now because of that interview. So
Wow. How is that for you?
what?
International now. You know, you Hollywood on us.
My money ain't Hollywood. You know, I keep it real. I'm from Southwest Atlanta, and we keep it real. And until the money matches the status and the notoriety, I might get a little conceited.
I got you.
But until then, as long as I'm regular, I'm gonna act regular. You know. So yeah, I don't take it lightly. I see it as an awesome responsibility. I see it that I have to carry myself a certain way. I have to make sure that, you know, I only speak positive and that I, you know, continue to do good work, because evidently God wants me to do something. He let me live through all of that, you know. And for people, think about it now. I want you to think about all the people. The acid attack has happened 3,400 times in what is it? I think it's Botswana. 3,400 times just in a matter of a couple of years. It happens in India every single day. But I'm one of the most well-known in the entire world. So what is it about me? And domestic violence happens every 9 seconds. Yeah. Everybody don't get a chance to have this kind of platform. And I'm still on TV 4 years later. Why? And so I cannot take that for granted. I cannot be cocky about that. You know, I have to remain and just constantly say, God, what you want me to do with this? And, you know, what do you want me to do with this?
Hey, man, we're going to talk a little bit more when we come back. Stay with us, Sister Crush.
Release done chimed in.
Okay. I think I want to read another passage too.
Cool.
This one right here, talking about the issue with that, you know, the relationship. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like actually talking about the dysfunctional relationship.
Make sure she put up numbers on your thing. I'm on here checking you.
Huh?
I know. She told them.
All these people
You doing numbers.
showing you love right here.
Oh really?
More time texting.
Lanice done checked in. Cole Frazier say what's up.
Mom, you really don't have to. Twinsies. I kinda love it. As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you.
This right here was funded too.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Great leaders
June
aren't
2nd,
born.
2014.
They're made, and not just anywhere. They're made in special places by special
Mother's
qualified
love, boy.
trainers
You and-
in
you
places
and your
like
sandals.
the Academy of Creative Coaching. The Academy of Creative Coaching is an international.
Yeah.
What up,
certification
Lanice?
program
What
with
up?
courses in
Tell my
health and
boy I
wellness
said hello.
coaching,
She right
spiritual
now.
That's my
coaching,
top tulip
relationship
right there.
coaching,
Hey, Lanice, I love you.
coaching, life coaching, and cultural
My top
competency
tulip.
coaching. Courses are online, hybrid, or face-to-face. The Academy of Creative Coaching is empowering
I'm about to take
coaches
this
to
book to another
empower the
level.
world. Make a
Whole nother
positive
level.
change in yourself
I'm
and the
gonna buy
world.
some for my
Go
daughters. I
to
want them to
Academy of Creative
I am an
Coaching.
American soldier.
Take it. I'm not giving you
I'm a
mine.
warrior and a member of the team.
Y'all gonna get your own. Make y'all read. And we're gonna discuss it as a family. That's how I feel like, you know, I got all the girls in the house.
I will never accept
They definitely need
I'm gonna let y'all read it. So we're gonna get it together and we're gonna talk about
We're
it.
gonna do a book report.
Yeah, I wanna hear what y'all thought. But my 17-year-old, 60-year-old going through some little boyish. Be happy. I'm getting booked.
It starts early.
Yeah.
It really does start early.
How old you children?
My daughter's 14, my son's 17. I'm about to graduate from high school.
Graduate.
We're back with more interview on the hot seat.
I do have more interview because you want to read another passage. So.
It's up to you. I would
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
Have they ever been interviewed?
They're gonna be in my documentary,
Okay.
and they might go with me to the doctors, but I don't know if they're gonna actually be on stage. They'll probably be in the audience. They don't really like being on camera. Kids don't like being seen. They don't even like being associated with this foolishness at all.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed.
What?
Me and Coach Carter were talking about that today.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired.
Bring that state championship on.
Next year, I'm in Indianapolis, we get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing. Everyone is saying Colts are never going to win one. And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would? But I determined that I had to have Christ first, and that everything else came below that, including my own desires. The next year, that ended up being our year to go to the Super Bowl and win it. And it was a wonderful feeling.
All right, but
Every decision I make, I'm going to make it through the lens of Jesus Christ.
Hey, we're back, man. Still, I feel like we don't do this every year. We talk to Christy. The show don't feel right, man. We had to do it every year, man, to get that, that feel in. But right now, man, Christy's about to bless us. Author Christy Sims about to bless us with another
Christy Sims
passage from her book. So, Christy, go ahead and hit that for us.
I'm gonna read. As much as I don't like talking about this guy, I had to write about him because it is me discussing that unhealthy relationship that led to what happened to me, that actually helps people because other people are going through it too. So I want to read a passage where I actually just talk a little bit about that relationship.
Little buddy.
Acid thrower, acid boy.
Little buddy.
This is Sunday, July 12th that I wrote this. That relationship was unhealthy, dysfunctional, and codependent. It was bred out of deep-rooted fear and insecurity, and not just his. I am woman enough to own my own stuff. As confident as we believe that we are, we all have our insecurities and fears. There was a time when his control felt like a security blanket, a blanket that he ultimately used to smother me. He identified every void in me and tried to fill it. But you cannot fill another person's voids when you have a zillion potholes of your own. He did not change. He was always evil. I had just never seen evil that close before. So he was able to dress it up with suits and expensive cars, with great sex and humor and excitement. He was spontaneous, edgy, romantic, and fun, but very mean at times. We had no trust. So it was like sleeping with the enemy, an enemy that I had this irrational loyalty and concern for. Because in the beginning, he reminded me of love and of a time when I was young and free. He reminded me of my first love. However, it was not love. Love does not make you mad, sad, guilty, or regretful. It doesn't give you anxiety and fear. It doesn't make you want to scream and run away. It certainly doesn't throw acid in your face. Love is freedom and kindness and grace. It should make you better as a person. Love sets you free, yet prays for your return. It was never love. It was an ungodly soul tie.
Little buddy. Little buddy.
Little buddy.
Little buddy. I guess the thing that was crazy in the book also is how many times you guys had to go to the district attorney office just to get them to man, look, just go look at it. Look what's going on. I just find it so crazy when it's obvious. It's just crazy.
You know what we found out later, and it came out in trial. The detective was working against me. I think he testified against me at trial. And they ended up firing him for other reasons. It's a lot of abuse going on even within the police department. But it was not the DA. DA Sandy Rivers was my hero in this situation. She's a wonderful person. In fact, she and I have become very close since this happened. We fought for 2 years because she felt like she was fighting against the administration, the police department herself. They can't, they didn't like her because she was fighting against them, trying to get justice for me, trying to get justice, period. It wasn't just justice for me. Justice is justice. Yeah. So, but I found out that the guy, the detective, he was not for me at all. He was not for me, and so he was working against me. He literally decided this was an accident in his own head, and it never went any further until I said no. And I went above the police department and went to the DA's office. People don't know you can do that. You don't have to stop at the police. You don't have to stop at them. You can go above the police department. I went above the highest person at the police department to get help when I couldn't even see. You know, remember I walked into the DA's office messed up, but I was like, I can't go home like this.
Right.
You know, and this man walking around free, I just can't. You know, and once she saw me, she was like, what's going? Of course this is not an accident.
Wow.
It's like it just made sense to her. Like she was like, no.
Little bud out here just turning corners.
Yeah.
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 You know?
It's all good for him.
Yeah, just walking around. He got into another relationship.
Oh wow.
He got into another relationship.
Accident.
Yeah. So he was in another relationship, but before I even got up from the coma, he was already in another relationship. Had joined the church and got baptized, y'all. Trying to wash away those sins.
He just gonna say, I'm gonna change my life, and try to run another one. Well, that's something else, boy.
Yeah. He kept it moving.
Little buddy, boy. Lord,
And you know he was messing with though.
Yeah.
He had no clue.
Wow. Accident. So, Christy, overall, man, just looking at it now, what's next for you? I mean, what you got going on? I know you're gonna make a few appearances, but you're gonna keep the book going. What you got going on next with it?
Whew. Well, let me talk about immediate stuff. Let me get this out of the way real quick.
Go ahead.
I've had, you know, what I found that works because of the nature of my book. You know, it's a personal journey. It's a journal. So I found that I do well when I do book signings, when I show up and meet people, and people can, you know, ask me questions, and I can, you know, we can talk about the book and book talks or whatever. So I do a lot of book signings, and so and what I want is, I want people to book me. If you can gather 20 people together, I will show up in your living room, and we'll have a book signing party, okay? So, you know, contact me, Christy Tucker Sims at gmail.com, and book your own book party, because I'm going to sell this book by any means necessary because it's blessing people. But immediately, this Saturday coming up, I'm going to be in an event called Miracles and Makeovers. I was the keynote speaker at this event last year. Mia Jones is the founder, and she's a powerful woman of God. It's going to be this Saturday, March 11th. It's a women's conference. She's having a gala March 10th, the night before, but I'm going to be there the morning of March 11th at 9 a.m. this Saturday. Miracles and Makeover. It's miracles2makeovers.org. Go to order. And the cost is $35. Miracles2makeovers.org. And you can go to my page, and I'll put it on my page also. Yeah. It's going to be in Union City, but it's a great event. It's a powerful event, and I'm going to be signing books there this Saturday. So, we're done.
Go ahead. No.
Oh, okay. So the next thing I'm doing, I'm flying to Toronto. Remember, I don't know if you guys saw me. I was on the doctors back in 2015. Yeah. Well, I had to wait for a while because the procedure that they want to offer me, you know, which is basically just medical tattoo, and they're going to give me permanent eyebrows. And I draw my eyebrows on. Permanent eyebrows, liner, you know, maybe even out my skin tone. But I had to decide that I was not going to have any more surgery to my face before I could take this gift. And so it's taken a year for me to decide to go back. And the lady that's doing the treatment, she's in Toronto. So I'm flying to Toronto on Tuesday, going to have the work done, and then I'm going to go back and film the doctor's show March 23rd. And it's probably going to air like maybe late April, May. I just filmed the show Crime Watch Daily at my house. It was good, and I think they're going to do. I think it's going to be the best one that they've done so far, best show I've done so far, other than interviews, because they're going to show everything. The DA interview, they came to my house. Nobody has ever been to my house before. I let them come to my house. I've never done that before. Wow. Never let anybody in my house before, not a camera. So it's going to be a comprehensive story, but I thought it was time to do it. Yeah. Now that I put the book out, then I've told everything, what I got to hide now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Right. So, hey, come on in the house, you know? Hey,
Christy, so tell them where they can find out all this information. I'm sure you're going to put it all on your sites and stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm going to put, I've just joined Instagram. Please follow me on Instagram. I'm trying to build up my Instagram page. It's at Courageous Christy. On Twitter, I'm Christy T. Sims. Put the T in there. Christy, because there's a porn star named Christy Sims. But anyway. At Christy, it's Christy T. Sims on Twitter, okay?
You don't put Christy Sims. And the website real quick before we go.
Okay, to buy my book, it's on Amazon too, but if you can, order it from www.courageouschristy.com, okay? Thank you.
Christy, as always.
Thank you.
Get back. Put the T in there on 8 and 12, please.
Yes,
so we'll be right back.
You'll go left and find some stuff you don't want.
Let's get this photo.
No, for real though. How about there's a porn star named Christy Sims?
She is. Hey, I keep trying to tell y'all, she ain't got no sense. I ain't gotta tell you that. You already know. We'll be back, y'all. We gotta take some pictures. Oh, but hilarious.
Christy, why every time I pull up that page, I put on Twitter, it's some porn that I ain't what the hell going on?
Boy, that girl, that did Jovita more numbers. Damn.
How can you tell?
You were 498 off the rip.
Really?
And that without the replay. 438. And that's 5 shares. You know, Jovita Mo. Hey, Jovita.
Hey, Jovita. She's so pretty.
Hey, Jovita.
Better stock for social change.
Better stop.
Cause better futures. When you invest
Yeah, Lord have mercy. This gonna get me beat up out here on the streets.
See?
Look at that. Hold on, go back. Let me fix my shirt.
Let me check myself out though first. This ain't my best day.
Coming to Tampa Bay, I said we were going to win a Super Bowl, and I believe we will. We came close, but never really did win the championship.
Alright, so 1, 2.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired, and it was one of the biggest disappointments in my life. Next year,
Yeah.
Let's get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing.
Very good,
Everyone's
Mason.
saying
Thank you,
Colts
sir.
are
You know, I'm a
going
hand
to
model.
win. And I didn't know why I didn't
Alright, here we
pan out
go.
the way I
1,
thought it
2.
would.
Don't
But I
move.
determined
1.
that I had to have Christ first.
Alright.
I even smile.
Everything else came
I don't never smile.
You didn't smile, you smirked.
I smirk. I don't never smirk.
Thank you, as
I don't
always.
never
Thank
smirk.
you. I hope that smirk came
Ripping
off
like
well.
rhyme. Like rhyming like rip.
Listen to it tomorrow.
Jesus
You gonna be in with Christy?
Yeah.
He recording right. That is still recording right, Brian.
Yeah, it's still
We'll
recording.
put the video out tomorrow.
Okay.
And then they're gonna replay the show on WBLZ. I tag you in tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Okay, I want to put it on my foundation page.
Okay.
So we get all that in now.
Thank you, thank you.
Nikki is gonna walk with you
I
out.
say maybe you going out too.
Yes, sir.
How much juice you got? You got
I am on
Cut it up in
27.
different
Oh, yes.
because I gotta go to HD. And the HD
Tax-free driving tips, visit stoptext.rex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Uncle Dan, Mom, Dad, if you store your
Thank you.
guns properly,
See, I got another hour.
not just anyone can get to
Yeah.
them. I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside.
Love me some you, but you know that already.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
That's
Thank
remember, I'll
you.
feel safer.
Y'all be safe out there on that road. Both of y'all let me know y'all made it home. I'm like y'all daddy today.
come back with
Yeah.
now, right?
Yep.
Counting on you. If you own a gun, you have a full-time responsibility. When you aren't using it, be sure
Always
to
strong.
take it into the hands of curious children.
I think someone was sharing our stream.
Or
Somebody was
anyone else who might misuse it.
Did you?
Remember, always
did.
Nah, not me. I don't know.
For more information on firearm storage safety, visit
I thought you.
ncpc.org. This message brought to
It's
you by the
something
National
different.
Crime Prevention Council,
I gotta
the
look.
Bureau of Justice Assistance, and the Ad Council.
Because like, you can share it publicly. But you know, you can't go onto someone else's thing privately.
10,000 what?
You know what I'm saying? Like publicly is fine. If you go to like a group and try to put a show or something like that in there, that's considered spam. Really? It's someone report you.
Buzz, like getting pulled over for buzz
So,
driving.
I got
Because
you.
buzz
That's
driving
the crap
is
babies
drug
out there.
driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hey, we're going to the Crush Run now, brought to you by Cricket Wireless. Go to cricketwireless.com to find out about all their exciting offers they have this month. Cricket Wireless, something to smile about. Maceo, great interview, man.
Hey,
Love
man.
having Christy
Hey, man,
on,
Christy
man.
is absolute comedy, man. Y'all get that book.
I'm telling y'all now, man.
Get that book, man.
Yeah, like she says, 20 people, she'll come and sign it for you, have a discussion about it, man. Must be heard.
Comedy, man. I can give y'all Christy stories all day.
What you got, man? You got stories for us today, man?
Hey, yeah, man. I got some stories for y'all today, man. We're gonna start first. Serena Williams.
Mhm.
She will miss the Indian Wells and Miami Open. She has a knee injury, and with her missing this tournament, she also would lose her #1 ranking in the world. Tragic.
Yeah.
Come on, tennis.
She did wait for French.
Yeah, she's still the best in the business. Come on.
I mean, is there any ranking like that you be like, it was like when Tiger used to fall from number one. You'd be like,
just go win again.
Just win, and it's that ranking really just kind of complicated. Ain't nobody better than Serena, so it's complicated.
They know that.
Hey, we talked about it yesterday, but the Atlanta United had the 4th largest football/soccer attendance in the world this weekend.
Wow.
They were the 4th. They had 55,297, and this is not just America. I mean, this is around the world. They had a couple of it was some that was 70-some thousand. You know, they still love their soccer.
Of course.
But not bad for a first time from a state. They said that was big.
I mean, considering they're supposed to be playing in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, but you know,
the 55,000 was the 4th largest.
We'll see.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. What you got, man?
Hey, man, Kawhi Leonard had to take a mandatory NBA drug test right after leading the San Antonio Spurs to a 112-110 win over the Houston Rockets. They didn't give him a time to go talk to the media, anything. Had to report directly to the bathroom and submit their drug test.
And it, you know what's funny? That was my second story too. It's just like, and he had a hard time getting it out because he was dehydrated.
Right.
So he was
right. He just played a full game.
Can I get some drink in me first before I go out? God dang. But he had to go right in and do that. Basically, it was something that I wanted to bring up, and I will see if you're paying attention. Is the World Baseball Classic even relevant anymore?
Not for USA players.
Because, I mean, it started today.
Yeah.
I mean, I was looking and I said, it doesn't, you remember when it first started, it had a little buzz behind it.
Right.
Because I guess everybody was trying to play and all, but is it the money? People just didn't want to risk themselves out there?
They don't want to risk it. You got to think, most teams are in spring training right now, getting ready for the regular season.
Right.
And that's why a lot of organizations really don't want their players participating because, I mean, I'm going to lose you for a month.
Yeah, this right here spring training.
Of the season.
Yeah, I mean. So,
now for other countries, it's a big deal. USA, not so much.
I thought it was interesting because, you know, it showing some teams playing, like, you know, Japan and all that. And I was like, America really ain't jumping on this like they used to. Because and I'm surprised other nations, like some of those foreign players from, you know, because there's a lot of people that make a lot of money with those players as well, if they're going to still be playing. So it's very interesting to see.
But their seasons are a little different from Major League Baseball. So.
Well, I'm talking about the Major League Baseball players. Are they playing? You think the guys who...
But see, it's not a lot of our guys. Because, you know, we play, most of our guys, Venezuela, Puerto Rico. Yeah. But they have so many players who play in their fall and winter leagues that they don't really have to go get the MLB players.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about that, man. Yeah. Like, you know, it kind of, it's not slipping in, but it wasn't. I just remember when it first came out, it was like, man, that's where baseball classic is.
Yeah, it was a big deal. Not so much now.
Yeah, not so much now. Very interesting. What you got, man?
Man, LeBron James Jr., he dazzles at the John Lucas All-Star Weekend Challenge. The 13-year-old currently holds scholarship offers from Duke and Kentucky.
What did you say? What's your favorite word about bloodlines? What you call it?
Oh man, genetics, baby.
Genetics,
baby.
And that's genetics.
But think about all the advantages that LeBron James Jr. has.
Yeah.
I mean, he got the best of everything. Yeah. He got his own. He got a full court at the house.
He's born with a full court.
Yeah. I mean, you know, he don't have to go outside. Like if it's raining, he can't. You don't have to worry about missing shots.
Yeah. He's got some skill because you've seen the video.
Oh, his skill. Listen, fantastic passer already. He can see the floor already at a young age.
Yeah, it's just amazing. Genetics is amazing, man.
Hey, man. You can't fight it.
We'll go ahead and just say, wow. Some people saying it's karma, but Andrew Bogut, 58 seconds in.
Hey, man.
Broke his leg.
All part of the game, man. Injuries, baby. Injuries, baby.
Hey, man, we're about to take a quick break.
Station identification.
There you go. And we'll be right back. Stay with us.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, Prime. I see you. Hey, man, we're going into the 9 o'clock hour, man. It's your boys, The Crush. We are here on the Sensation Station Network streaming live.
That's when I like Kanye.
Yeah, that was good Kanye.
That was good Kanye.
What did he say? That's part of his song.
Yeah.
Good Kanye, the new Kanye, whatever. But I love this album. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Hey, man, shout out to the people at Doug Peffer Painting and Pressure Washing with over 30 years of experience. The smart people call on Doug Peffer Painting and Pressure Washing. Interior, exterior, commercial, or residential. Doug Peffer does it all. Is your house looking ugly? Call on Doug, the Pepper Painting and Pressure Washer, 404-966-3361. Mention WBLZ Sports and get a We Got Balls discount. That's Doug Pepper Painting and Pressure Washer, 404-966-3361. Was I last or you last?
I went last.
Okay, let's talk about something real quick, mate. So it's free agency starting Thursday.
Yeah.
Want to bring up a few players and get your point on them. Best quarterback they say ranked right now, and some people haven't been. You won't see people on this list that you think going to be released because they haven't been officially released. So we just talk about who's on there now.
Yeah.
They keep giving Mike Glennon a lot of credit, man. What's your thoughts on Glennon, man?
I think it's a tragedy.
Yeah.
That this guy's gonna probably get $12 to $13 million.
I mean, he get big money.
Maybe 14. I mean, he just turned down $7 million to be the highest paid backup quarterback in the NFL.
This guy about to make money.
It's a market out there. He started before in the league.
Yeah.
I mean, if they don't draft Jameis, he's the quarterback in Tampa.
And I get what y'all saying about Tyrod. Tyrod hasn't been officially released yet. That hasn't been done. That's why he's not on this list.
Mm-hmm.
Running to the running backs real quick. Got AP at the top.
Adrian Peterson, yes sir.
Eddie Lacy and Jamal Charles. There's also Latavius Murray, who I really like for the Oakland Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
And LeGarrette Blount was the top 5 right now.
Yeah, Blunt is gonna stay in. He's gonna stay in New England. Why would you leave?
Yeah.
Why would you leave? Interesting. Adrian Peterson. He's not gonna get $18 million, but he can help somebody. He has to understand his big money days are behind him. But just imagine if he was to go to like New England.
Yeah. And he's talking about he'll give him a discount.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, how unfair would that be?
I still think if he was to give them to Minnesota and go to Green Bay, which I don't think gonna happen, but put him in that offense with Aaron.
Yeah. Hey, here go Bobby Olive checking in, calling people Jags. All right, Glennon is a Jag. Just a guy, baby, just a guy.
Yeah, real quick to your position, your favorite position, receiver.
Wideouts, baby.
Alshon Jeffrey is the number 1 overall. They're saying right now. What are your thoughts on Alshon, man?
Big body guy.
Yeah.
Inside the 20s, not a burner. But he run pretty decent routes. But again, you can't do nothing with that frame.
He's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
Speaking of which, you got Terrell Pryor to number 2 right now listed. They got
Terrell Pryor gonna get paid.
He is.
And me and B.O. was having this conversation. Does he show loyalty
to Cleveland?
To Cleveland, not just to Cleveland, but to the head coach. Because remember, that's who had him in Oakland. That's who brought him to Cleveland.
Yeah.
Do you show loyalty, or do you get out here and you get this paper?
Cleveland gonna be get that paper, man. I'm sorry, man.
I mean,
listen, I know loyalty, man.
He is going to command about $10-11 million.
I make sure he might not get these shots again, man.
And that's my point.
I mean,
go see who gonna give you that kind of money.
Yeah.
Now our question is he a 1?
That's a great question.
I mean,
is he a 1 because he was a 1 on a bad team? Is he someone who can make your team that much better, Macy?
Again, big body guy. Like, it's not a lot of big body guys like who can jump. Like, with these guys inside the 20, this is where they make their money. Yeah. Jump ball, that slant inside the 5 where you just put the ball up.
I want to ask you about this guy before we go. Does Deshaun still get love out there?
Who?
Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah, because he can fly.
I mean, this is his 9th season. You know, they say Tampa Bay got interest in him.
He still can blow the top off your secondary.
But you know, he still talk. Is he just a wide receiver? That's his problem, man.
Listen,
he's just a wide out.
He's a big play guy. He's a big play guy.
And finally, the top 5: Pierre Garçon, Kenny Britton, also Brandon Marshall.
Brandon Marshall saying that he wants to go to New England also.
Everybody want to go to New England.
Everybody want to go to New England.
Sound like the NBA. Everybody want to go to Golden State or to Cleveland.
Be all right. Guaranteed money. That's what TP gonna be looking at. Who's gonna give him that guaranteed money?
That's what you gotta do, man. Hey, man, we'll be right back. Stay with us. Hey, Brian, I gotta run to the bathroom. I had to ask y'all say
Middlebrook. They offering that kind of money out there, Middlebrook. No, they say this guy might get $11 million. Jarius, $11 million. That's crazy. We're gonna find out Thursday. That's a lot of money. Hey, Auntie, what's happening? Hey, that's a lot of money, y'all. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Hey, if I'm Terrell Pryor, I see what's out there. I see if I can get some of this money out here because they giving it away.
Why not?
I mean, he done went from, like, he probably shouldn't even be in the NFL because he was a quarterback. And all of a sudden, he's become a receiver. So he was a good athlete, but he a big kid. And they talking about giving this dude $11-12 million. Benny, y'all just signed Antonio Brown. Y'all can't trade him. Y'all just signed him. Y'all ain't gonna trade Antonio Brown. Y'all ain't gonna. I can't see y'all doing that, Benny. As much as I don't like Pittsburgh, y'all ain't gonna trade that guy. We gonna find out. But if Terrell Pryor go to a team with a good quarterback and a good number 2, and at $11-12 million a year, ooh. Benny Lee, y'all not gonna get rid of Benny Lee. Say Pittsburgh gonna trade Antonio Brown. They just not gonna have
all that money, Benny. He gonna
Benny, y'all just gave that dude this
Benny,
money.
he just got paid, Benny.
Y'all just paid him. Y'all just paid him, man. I don't see it, Benny. I don't see it.
StopTextStopRacks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway.
Y'all would have gave that kind of money.
People are always looking to invest in a good opportunity.
Ooh, TP and Dallas as our number 2. We can't afford him. We can't pay that kind of money.
They said refuse to pay anybody any money on offense, man.
D.O., we can't pay him that kind of money. We can't give him that kind of money in Dallas. We can't give him that kind of money. We got to spend that money on defense. We can't spend it on offense. We can get a guy cheaper to be a 2. We can't give $11 million out to a 2, dog. We can't do it, D.O.
You accidentally put your daughter's bangs unevenly. Do you A, line things up a centimeter from her hairline?
Oh man, those sweatbands are so hot right now. Everyone's wearing them. Like that basketball player and that other basketball player.
B, get spiritual.
Mom,
Man,
where did
Facebook won't even let me
A reflection could never.
It's spinning and it just stops.
Huh?
It just spins and then when it connects, but then it stops.
Look on the bright side.
That's Facebook things. I go to live stream, I don't have any problem.
Or D, show empathy.
Facebook be petty, boy.
They
Facebook be petty with their stuff, boy. Once you mess with them, hey, boy.
right now.
Oh, boy.
They get mad. Ooh, wee.
They on it with me. So,
So.
yeah, let me do nothing.
For more information on how you can adopt,
So I got sent about 5-6 emails out
a
tonight.
public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
But we still recording. It's just gonna be in different. We're broken up.
Hey, man. We're going into that's what I'm talking about. I forgot to tell you, man. My bad. I screwed that up. Hey, but man, but wipe it down ain't bad to come back on though. So, hey, I want to give a shout out though because I've been messing it up. I want to make sure you really understand. One of our great sponsors, and I want to make sure I keep getting love is Simplify Heating and Air. You know, you can get a heat. You know, go to simplifyheatingandair.com for more information. Great guy, your boy. Just get there, man. If you want to get some good maintenance to your heating and air conditioning out there, man.
It's about that time. Spring coming. It's about time
Get it
to turn
done
the AC
now.
on.
He's gonna match any competitor. He's got you. He's gonna do it and beat the written quote by 5%. And if you're in the military, he's got you as well, man.
Military discount out here.
SimplifyHeatingandAir.com. Go check him out. Show our family some love, man. And get your air conditioner because it's about to be that time.
It's about to be that time, man.
It's been tinkering with it, make sure, but it's about to be that time.
About that time.
Well, man, that's what I'm talking about, man. What you got for us?
Hey, man, first and foremost, man, I got D'Angelo Yancey. No invite to the NFL Combine. Crushed his pro day today. He ran a 4.46 and a 40, 21 reps of 225, 36-inch vertical, 10-1 broad jump. Hey, man, always be ready. It's what I said the other day. It's the 300 guys we got invited to the Combine. All those guys won't get drafted. Guys who didn't get invited to the Combine, you have your pro day to make an impact. Yancey, D'Angelo Yancey, man, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's all I got.
And it's been like back-to-back year, two of our guys that we know who haven't been invited. Brian Randolph last year and D'Angelo this year. Get a shot, man. It's still your day. It's your
day. Right.
Make that thing work for you, man. Shout out to, that's what I'm talking about, to the Calgary Flames, man. 11-year-old cancer survivor Olivia Lettich is a fan of the Flames. So, but she's legally blind. She can only see things with her peripheral vision. But the Calgary Flames Foundation were able to get with a technical group who can put glasses on her and allow her to see the game for the first time in her life.
Wow. They
gave her some special glasses and she was able to see the game last night for the first time, her favorite team, and that's what I'm talking about, Calgary. Even making dreams come true, man. She was just, couldn't see, but they helped her out and she was able to watch the game last night in person. So that's what I'm talking about right there. What you got, man?
Hey, man, Washington Wizards, that's what we're talking about. They allowed 13-year-old Naeem Perez, a former AAU basketball player who's waiting for a kidney transplant. They announced him as a starter for the Washington Wizards. They found out, they flew him in from Connecticut.
Wow.
Got to meet his idol John Wall, got to hang out with the team. This is where professional sports can make such an impact on these kids. Like say, to fly a kid in from Connecticut, to fly him in, to let him be around his idol. He says John Wall is the best basketball player in the NBA. John Wall also autographed shoes. Of course, they gave him swag. Introduced him as a starter, man, in front of the home crowd, man. That's what I'm talking about, Washington Wizards.
Beautiful, man. This is a personal one for me. That's what I'm talking about, the Coach Derek Cook, man, from Kell High School. I had a chance to coach at Kell, the middle school program, while he was the head coach, and just found out last week that he's stepping down from the program. I don't know the reasons, but I know he's made a lot of kids better. We've known each other with friends. We've had him on the show.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about, Coach Cook. I don't know what your next step is. Just let me know when you get your chance, and let me know if you do what you do. But that's what I'm talking about, because kids became better under you.
Right.
And that's all you can ask for.
Ran a very good program.
Yeah, and it was. I know the kids that went through your program, and when I had a chance to send them to you, they left better kids, and we had,
Good job.
That's what's all you can ask, man. And that's
Good
what I'm
job,
talking
Coach.
about, man. What you got, man? You got anything else for us?
Yeah, man. Lisa Davis competed in 7 marathons in 7 days on 7 continents. Retired Marine Major. She retired in 2010. She credits her time in the service with her discipline to compete at such a high level, man. Marathon. She didn't run no 5Ks, 26.2 miles.
Wow.
She ran 7 marathons in 7 days, man, on 7 different continents.
Wow.
Lisa Davis, you way tougher than me.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. And we kind of bragged about him a little bit yesterday, but I really am impressed when a coach takes, because you always hear you got to have a bunch of talent to win.
Yeah.
But Josh Pastner, what he did at Georgia Tech this year.
Oh, man.
That's what I'm talking about. You went there and everybody expected you to win 1, maybe 2 ACC games. You won 8.
Yeah.
And you won 17 games overall, which probably get you in the NIT. We thought by this time you'd be the first round out.
Right.
You've been ready to recruit and hit the road, but you did it. And it just tells you, Mason, sometimes if you can just look at your talent, because you got to coach what you got.
You got to coach what you got, baby.
Because there's been many times you probably been at that coach like, ooh, this is my score.
Hey, man. Ooh, yes, sir. But but when you love coaching, you just, that's the beauty of every season. It's a blank canvas.
Yeah, man.
And you get to, because I've had teams that were like ultra talented, and were just like, but I've had teams who we were like, ooh, looking at them, and those kids gave us everything.
And that'd be like honestly your greatest coaching feeling.
Them be the best seasons.
Like, oh, y'all went 2 and 3. I say, dog, them kids love everything on the field.
Never had to worry about
just good coaching, man. I just love it.
And real quick shout out to Langston Hughes.
Give a shout out to Langston.
We'll be playing for the state championship. This came out of nowhere. We had our boy here, man, coaching. He was like, dog, they in the finals. Yeah, Georgia Hoop Circle was even like, man, Langston Hughes?
And just also, man, if you get a chance, this is going to be a great weekend in Georgia. You get a chance to go out and check these championship games out, man. Go check them out, because there's going to be some good ones, man.
Yeah, tune into GPTV.
Yeah, but Langston Hughes, man.
Langston Hughes and the Mays hired Lady Raiders.
Give him a shout out,
playing
man.
for the state championship.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, man. When we come back, man, me and Make sure we're going to talk about something else. A little NFL discussion when we come back. Stay with us. It's The Crush. said, I forgot all about that. I'm glad you can snuck that in. I forgot about Langston.
Yeah. I had them on my list. Made sure I got them in.
Your dividend.
Invest in better futures with
This probably the first year in a long time with a lot of big time jobs were open.
Not just anywhere.
Honestly, you got Langley brother at running back, so whoever gets the job, you got a stud ready to go.
Langley ran that 40 effortless.
Yeah, he bigger than 190.
Was he? Did he run track at Ken?
Coaching, spiritual coaching, relationship
One of
coaching,
mine.
executive coaching, life coaching,
told him
and
he got one
cultural
track.
competency coaching. Courses are online, hybrid, or face-to-face. The Academy of Creative Coaching is empowering coaches to
Do whatever he do.
make a positive change in yourself and the world. Go to academyofcreativecoaching.com.
That what you gotta do?
You know what I'm saying? Langley didn't do enough to get his top number retired, but he was still in fact a player at tail. But I just hope he did work.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. It's a record with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence.
I'm
Better yet,
Well, if he don't get transferred around, I ain't gotta worry about
text
that.
free driving tips. Visit stoptext.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Listen, as a hiring manager, I've got to tell you, the best job candidate isn't always the typical candidate. Sometimes they're a grad of life.
Meet the grads of life. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly
You gonna make money on that?
Sometimes the best candidates aren't the ones you're used to.
You go, like they told Price. Prior, I mean. Well, you wanna make money on that? Terrell, like. What you mean? Do you wanna make money on that?
Like at Mitchell?
Multiple choice parent.
Yeah. You wanna make money on that?
What you gonna do, man?
Do you A,
And look
line
at
up a centimeter from her
Terrell
hairline?
about to get 11 million, dog.
Lot of money.
Right now, everyone's wearing them.
I see some of his teammates that I coach with.
I did preview the new mag, Jay, and then the Falcon thing that you did.
Where did all the mirrors go?
Jay, you dope, dude.
Yeah, he killed that.
You dope.
Huh? Beauty is within.
You did that, Jay.
What up, Jay Mack? Yeah, he got a little two screen.
Mm-hmm.
Show empathy.
They been, you getting professional on us, bro. You know, I'm looking at
Jay,
you.
all that,
Your magazines all popping. What you doing, man?
As a parent,
Bro,
You getting that on us, man. You getting it on.
perfect to be a perfect
Yeah,
parent.
man, but
Thousands of teens
that's the only thing I kind of worry about. Like, man,
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adopt.
I gotta retweet that picture of Monica so she can see it.
Services, Adopt US Kids and the Ad Council.
This is Tracy Hutchins with CBS 46
Hey,
News.
Tracy.
You're listening to The Crush on Sensation Station Network.
Hey man, we're back. We wanted to talk about something. Mason, I want to do a little crushing review or crushing, talk right now.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
We talked about it a little bit during the rundown. We talked about the free agent period coming up.
Uh-huh.
But I want to combine what we saw at the combine
Uh-huh.
and what we're seeing in the free agency period. So we stopped at the receiver position and we saw certain things like that.
Uh-huh.
If you was a GM and you were seeing the talent that we saw for 4 days up there, I think if you saw all those running backs, why would I pay a running back as much as Adrian Peterson and all that money?
Right.
If I got Dalvin Cook and all these kids
Right.
coming out, your thoughts on if at today's time is free agency as potent as it used to be at certain positions?
This is the new harsh reality of the NFL. The middleman really kind of gets squeezed out.
Right.
Because what you look at, especially when you talk about the running back position, at 30, you really no good.
Right. Right.
So why would I pay a 30-year-old back X amount of dollars when I can go get a 22, 23-year-old who don't have no wear and tear, don't have that kind of wear and tear on his body, and let him run?
Because I'm looking at the top 5 positions at running back. So the guys they say in free agency, Adrian Peterson.
Yeah.
Multiple injuries, 10th year. He can do something for you, but that's always that. Am I gonna put $10 million in this
Am I
guy?
gonna give this guy $10, $12 million? No.
When I could probably get, and I mean, I hate to say it, but look at the Falcons. They went with 2 young backs.
Right.
You can get 2 good backs, second and fourth round, and make your offense pop. And I'm looking at Eddie Lacy has pretty much ate himself out of a good deal.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, a guy who's gonna have to humble himself.
Yeah.
And understand that the big payday not gonna be there. He's young enough to where he can go help a team, but he has to understand. Listen, the big money deal probably not there for me, but he's a grinder. He's a guy that you can put in. You can give him 15, 20 carries.
He's gonna pound the ball.
He's gonna pound the ball. Yeah.
But he's also one of those you want to tell Eddie, you do know you messing yourself up. Running back is not the same position as it used to be.
It's not. So many teams, because the NFL, just look at the number of wide receivers that with NFL come out.
Yeah.
It's 58 wide receivers. 58 wide receivers, 56 defensive backs. That's telling you that the NFL is a passing league.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a passing league. Think about most offenses are 3 and 4 wide sets as their base.
Yeah.
3 receivers or a tight end.
Yeah. That's why you're seeing, and what was interesting this week, tight ends are even getting faster now.
Yes. Because most of those guys were wide receivers.
Yeah.
Evan Ingram played wide receiver at Hillgrove.
And I hate to say, but you know, fullbacks are a dying breed. They're pretty much
they done.
Because now you can get you a fullback or a tight end who can play H-back.
H-back.
Lead block and do all of that stuff out of the backfield. It's just interesting to see. But a position that, is there a position right now, if you were a GM, that you would say, I still need to hit the free agency market? In my opinion, you still had to get your defensive lineman from the free agency market.
Got to get your rush guy.
Yeah.
Got to get your interior guy.
Right. So I'm already looking. I ain't gonna lie. Calais Campbell, who is a free agent this year, everybody wants him, and Jacksonville was really on him. I mean, you got Brandon Williams, Dontario Poe, Jonathan Hawkins, and Alabama.
Poe gonna get paid.
These guys still get money.
Poe gonna get paid.
Honestly, if you're young enough and you're playing that defensive line, now this is a position where you want the season, because as we saw with our guy at Atlanta, I can't think of his name right now.
Which one?
Our defensive end that made all them sacks.
Oh, Frenier.
No.
Vic Beasley.
It takes 2 years for a defensive tackle, defensive line to do their thing.
It's so much that he has to learn.
So if you're out there playing the defensive end and defensive tackle, you're gonna have to give him about 2 or 3 years to get it. So now in that position, you can see. So I'm just thinking about GMs now are looking, and I think, like you say, receivers are gonna be getting to the point where they're gonna be making big money these days.
Yeah.
Because if you're a great receiver, as much as Antonio Brown gave them headaches, they still had to pay the piper.
Playmaker. And it's so funny. Jay just tell you, like, most guys, most defenses, 75% of the time you're gonna play nickel. Yeah. And that's why they would talk about this week at the combine. You know, it's not a bad word for somebody to tell you you're a nickel.
No,
because you really a starter.
That's a starting position now.
You're a starter. If you're the nickel, what the nickel says is you have the versatility to play inside or outside.
Yeah. And
you're valuable.
Because you're playing most defenses 2 linebackers. And they got to be fast. You can't have those big. Love him to death, Paul Warlow, but he was a liability.
Yeah, it's too much space.
Yeah, now they can spread you out and all of that. So your linebackers are 2, so that's why when you kept saying they can play nickel, that used to be coming off the bench.
Yeah.
That's a starting position.
Listen, when it's like 4 and 5 DBs who run to the huddle.
Yeah.
5 or 6 DBs. And when you playing somebody like New England, who basically all they run is 4 and 5 wide.
Right. And you at the point now where you're looking at teams are having to play. They have to put 7 or 8 DBs on that roster.
Yes.
So if you're a true fan, you're gonna know who your nickel, your dime.
You better know
your backup safety, because they are going to be needed. And what I saw this week as well at the combine, there are a lot of 6'6", 6'1" corners these days.
Because people are starting to get smart.
Yeah.
It's 1 million receivers. Everybody looking for a big cornerback. If I'm 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", I'm gonna learn how to backpedal.
Better learn how to backpedal.
Learn how to backpedal, because there's gonna be more money to be made as a corner versus, because at wideout, it's a bunch of wideouts.
Mm-hmm.
You stand out as a 6'1", 6'2" corner. I got a partner right now who got a 6'2" son. I'm like, dude, have him backpedal.
Let's go through.
Teach him how to play corner.
The top 5 they're saying cornerbacks out there. AJ Bowie.
He gonna get paid.
He gonna get paid big money.
He gonna get paid.
Stephen Gilmore, still young, 5th season. All these are still young guys. Logan Ryan, Prince Amukamura, and Dre Kilpatrick. Your boy probably won't make. They got 2 Cowboys on it.
Ooh.
Morris and Brandon Carr.
Yeah, both of them out of Dallas, baby. Out of here, baby.
You done kicked them out.
Out of here, baby. Both of them done.
I saw that.
Brandon Carr couldn't cover me right now.
But
right now,
honestly, I thought I kind of looked at the 2 days that were the most important to me right now was the wide receiver and the DBs. Them who you have to know right now.
Oh.
And you can slide the tight end. Of course, everybody looking at the lineman. Your lineman gonna steal. That was a 6'10" lineman out there.
Yeah, he gonna be a project.
Yeah, cause
he's 6'10".
You gotta bend down and all that stuff. Yeah.
6'8" the max.
When we come back, man, we're gonna talk a little bit about more. We'll finish up with this. Stay with us, Sister Crush.
Yeah, Jay, everybody can't open their hips, but Jay, if I'm 6'1", 6'2", and I'm gonna go try to learn how to backpedal.
Stretch.
I learned I'm gonna take me some yoga, and I'm gonna get some flexibility in my hips.
They just released my Sean Prime. They be hitting me, man.
Yeah. Is it the music?
I think I know that.
They don't take it one time. They be listening.
Yeah, like Jay said, Brian Poole. Brian Poole like a starter.
Yeah. He played a lot.
I mean, he rarely came out the game.
When old boy left the game when he got hurt, blanking on the Falcons now. But the cornerback that got hurt for the whole season.
Oh, when True Front.
Yeah, they had to slide Poole. Nickel back is different now.
Well, yeah, they had to pull outside so they can move 23 inside. Yeah.
You're right, 6'1" corner.
Pete, what up, Rocket? The Rocket, what up, bud? Hey, Pete, where your son decided to go to school, man?
I mean, they're coming in on my feed.
Right.
Hey, Taj, you still come to work out with us Thursday? I'm gonna need some support. They going to Albany State. Good look, Pete. So, I like it.
It's just gonna be a bunch of different clips, man. It's probably gonna be about 6 or 7 different clips.
I think I can merge them together.
Dirk just went for 30,000 for his career.
Really?
Dirk Nowitzki. Hey, baby, gotta get that scholarship, baby. Ain't no money out your pocket, Melvin. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
They go where they go, man.
Gotta, love who love you, baby.
All right, we're good. We're coming back.
If more people understood that, man, the recruiting process would be easy. Easy greasy. We finna get them in a minute, Jay. We finna get them in a minute. Hey, Mel, Pete, everybody be around here worried about D1. Better go where you go to school and play college football.
Play football. Hey, man, me and Macy are going through a crush discussion right now, talking about.
That's my jam right there, boy.
Yeah.
Clips.
Yeah. They be having some music behind the scenes. They don't be telling us about it, man. Hey, man, we're talking about if you're a GM now, putting the emphasis on which positions right now. We all know that in order for you to be a great team, your quarterback got to be solid.
Got it. What? Job one.
The offensives these days make sure you ain't gonna be no pound the ground on offense no more.
Numero uno.
You got to be able to throw the ball, make great decisions.
Secure the quarterback.
Yeah, and teams are making a difference. I mean, you look at the NFC last year. Cowboys, Dak Prescott had a solid season. Everybody tried to say it was all about Zeke. Dak was very solid last year.
Very solid. Didn't throw the ball away like Tony Ono.
Yeah, he didn't make a lot of really, man.
Hey,
that's your quarterback.
He ain't my quarterback no more.
Dang,
hey, man, I loved him.
I know, but
I loved him.
You jumping into that pool now?
Man, listen, he hit a ceiling.
But you talk about that, and you're looking at the Green Bay who had the Falcons. Your quarterback about Seattle was in there, from that, and then you go into the AFC, New England and Pittsburgh. Quarterback is your numero uno position. Heard some things today that kind of they're trying to quote unquote downplay Deshaun Watson. I don't know why. I think Deshaun,
safest bet in the draft.
he will be able to make you a better team than you were last
Kid
year.
is a winner, man. You don't want every way been.
And don't be no one of those trying to. No, he got to play now for you, whoever it is. If you're Cleveland, Myles Garrett or Deshaun.
Take Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Take him.
So you would go with that first?
Take him. They got 2 picks in the first round.
Yeah. Who would you be in there? Because Deshaun will be gone. Would you go with quarterback second?
That's tough.
Or would you build defense? If you're going to go Garrett, would you go another defensive player?
I would build a defense.
Because they did get a kid from New England last year.
Because, truth be told, Cody Kessler, when he was upright, he didn't play bad. Like, I think you survived with Cody Kessler for a year.
Yeah.
I just don't want Deshaun going to Cleveland. That's just, you know.
That's too much pressure on him. He'll be another one of those names on that long list of Cleveland quarterbacks.
Right. I just, bad things happen to guys when they go to Cleveland. So I don't want him in Cleveland.
Cleveland may have to be one of those teams that build differently.
Yeah.
Build from the defensive side, make sure it's solid so you can stay in game.
They need to focus on one side of the ball.
Yeah, and then make it so you're tough. You're building and your game's going to be tight, and then you might just find your quarterback that people may know about.
Listen, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Sign Terrell Pryor. Keep him there.
Yeah.
Fix that defense. You got Isaiah Crowell as your tailback.
Yeah.
You drafted Coleman from Baylor.
Yeah.
In the first round. You got pieces.
Yeah.
So you got to find a quarterback who stay right. That's why you got to invest in that defense and get some offensive linemen, man, to go with Joe Thomas.
Make sure Joe still say I ain't going nowhere.
Joe's solid, man.
Joe say I'm here. I'm gonna stay here with it.
I'm not going nowhere off this left tackle.
Putting you in the GM hat makes you for your team, the Cowboys, right now.
Yes.
First thing you got your quarterback, you got your running back secure, you got your line. So it's all defense for you right now.
It's all defense, baby. All defense. We may lose Terrence Williams, which I won't be mad about. Got to get a tight end. It's time to get a tight end to replace Whitten. Start replacing Whitten.
Would you go draft?
Yeah. I wouldn't sign one free agent.
I don't want to.
It's so many good tight ends from what I saw to come out.
Yeah.
Get a guy and let him groom him. Dallas, we need to spend all our money on defense, baby. We need D-end, we need a D-tackle, we need a linebacker, we need 3 corners.
Yeah. I stay the same, man. You know me. As far as the Atlanta people, you gotta get some linemen, man. The D-line it's D-line D-end. You got your boy Vic doing his thing, but you gotta give some help. I mean, you got some pieces. But it ain't hurt to be greedy. Let me get some other ones in there, man.
And when you're fresh off the Super Bowl, you shouldn't have too many holes to fill.
But first thing you're gonna try to do is make sure your boy, they're gonna re-sign Trevon. They want my little guy, the little slot receiver, Gabriel. Trying to re-sign him.
Gabriel, like he gonna be out there on the West Coast.
Yeah. I mean, but
your man racking up.
But I look at players like Gabriel who had the opportunity. He got Cleveland got rid of him.
Yeah. It's about fit.
And when you get to a team, fit, make it work, man. He's so fast and so speedy.
It's all about fit. Cleveland, it wasn't no spot for him in Cleveland because they had a bunch of guys just like him.
Yeah.
They had those kind of guys.
Other guys to look out for is our guy from North Carolina A&T.
Tariq Cohen.
Cohen had a decent,
real good combine. So we should see him again. We saw him in the game 2 years ago at the Celebration Bowl. Blew it up.
We looked and said, "This kid's good."
Yeah, he'll get a shot. He will be in somebody's camp. He may not get drafted. He'll be in somebody's camp.
But he'll be a problem for him. You know, he's a little man. He's a Sproles to me.
Sproles.
He looks like Sproles to me, man. And that's hope he gets a shot. But they're just telling you, like you were talking to some people during the break, get your scholarship, go to school, and play your best wherever you at.
Hey man, if it's meant for you to get to that level, like the wide receiver from Grambling, everybody was shocked he wasn't there.
Yeah.
Chad Williams. He played in the East-West game. Didn't go to the combine.
Hey man. When we come back, man, we're gonna talk a little basketball.
We better get them Hawks, man.
NBA, man. Stay with us.
Yep.
You got a basketball sound, Brian? She got a basketball sound?
If more kids would just go to the school that's showing them the most love, recruiting would be easy.
I mean, we talked to Cohen. He was like, nobody wanted me.
Tariq Cohen, we interviewed Tariq Cohen last year. Tariq Cohen said he had 0 offers. He had to send a film. Just send this film out to everybody. One school replied. North Carolina A&T. Boy, are they glad they they signed that kid.
Killed it.
He may be the greatest Aggie.
Yeah.
Recently. I don't know no other Aggies. I had a couple of guys playing NFL, I think. I looked it up. But snap your fingers. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do
Erica
it.
didn't make it.
Huh?
She didn't make it.
Yeah, she said she had Googled up so her sister got stranded.
It was crazy out there.
So she had to ride Stone Mountain.
She got hit. Because I was coming and we got hit real quick. Because we get it first from before everybody. Before y'all know about it.
Yeah.
And we like, hey, it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's about to be ugly.
What's happening? What's up? Got that first fired up.
I like that she come on our show first before she come on everybody.
Oh, yeah.
The doctors and all that stuff. I'm like, she be on the national program like, yeah, we had it first though. So yeah, y'all have it now. She came and told us everything.
Oh yeah, that's our dog, right?
Oh, she say that Dash girl said when she get back in town she wanna come through. That Damon Dash cousin.
Oh,
She said she wanna come through.
I see she like pain.
Yeah. Chantal.
Yeah, I seen she like, but I was like, I ain't no Dash.
She over in Neiman Marcus market.
Is it Dame Diddy, Dame Daddy, or Dame Dummy?
Hey man, it's that time, man. Time to talk a little NBA, man. First off, we'll start in Atlanta. What the heck going on right
Man, take off them Seattle Seahawks uniforms.
I mean,
we gotta stop wearing them uniforms.
I'm looking right now, man, and we're fighting on the court. You know,
they put up an Instagram. They kissed the maid.
No,
they say can't nobody stop us.
But dude,
they posted a picture together.
But you wanted this #1 shot. We lost 3 straight.
Yeah.
Corver hurt us.
Yeah.
Teague hit us.
Schroeder had lapses, man. He
But you know what made
this was my fear
Yeah.
in trading Jeff Teague. This is why I didn't want to trade Teague.
You stuck, say, man, we ain't gonna get it every night from him. You know what I'm saying? And
He not ready.
it just wasn't there. I mean, he's got talent, but is it an every night talent?
He is a talented guy, no doubt about it.
And I'm
he
looking
would
at
be in the NBA. But he not ready to run a team every night.
I mean, you're 3 games out. You don't want to play Toronto in Toronto as the home seed. That'll be not a good look for us.
Do you know Kyle Lowry will be licking his chops like, oh, I got Schroeder tonight?
Yeah.
Bust stop.
And you got DeRozan at the 2, and then you got your big Ibaka. I mean, they will be a problem for us to go there 2 games to start off. You're 3 games behind them for 4th. I mean, people always ask me, what are your thoughts on the Hawks? I say, we're going to get you to the 2nd round most years.
We're just a playoff basketball team.
We're not going to win. We don't have no go-to. You know, Dwight was cute. I mean, Dwight playing better this year than he has in the past few years, but he's not dominant no more. The NBA isn't built for a dominant center like it was back then.
He don't have enough. He just don't have enough post moves for me.
Yeah.
You know, it was a good pickup.
Yeah.
But we don't have like nobody beside him. Cause like Millsap really is a perimeter guy.
Right.
You know, so we don't really have nobody to take the pressure off Dwight. If we do dump it down the side, I mean, the defense can collapse on Dwight
easily. I mean, you got Millsap. He's a stretch four. He's gonna stay outside. Corver wasn't really, but you know, a guy who got his money, who we don't want to hit, or we don't talk about nobody pocket.
Oh my God, terrible signing.
But he isn't playing to his ability now.
Bazemore. I listen. Remember when they signed? I was like, what are they doing? Let him go test the market.
Yeah.
Like he basically a bench player.
Yeah.
You gave him star the money.
Guy who's gonna make his money, who's making his money, Tim Hardaway Jr. is playing outstanding.
Oh, man.
But I mean, that's a lot of pressure put on him. But he's doing his thing at the 2 position because since Kyle, they put a lot more pretenders in this thing. But Budenholzer, man, Somebody need to help him out in that front office.
I think both jobs is too much for Coach Bud.
Yeah.
Coach Bud, when he wasn't the GM, he was a better coach.
Yeah.
Now he's having to make the decisions upstairs and then has to come downstairs to coach these guys. I don't think he can do it.
I really think, I understand that, what Danny Ferris said was so bad that everybody wanted him out.
He was reading a report, everybody. Those were not his words.
But I think the team would have been much different if him and Bud were still together.
Danny, say what you want. Danny Ferris is a freaking good GM.
He cleared a lot of cap space for us. Yeah. Nobody thought
he made Brooklyn take that Joe Johnson contract for that.
And he got rid of Josh. He freed up a lot of money.
Some of y'all still miss Josh. William missed Josh. William still think, man, Josh still be at Atlanta. Boy, stop.
He in China now. William, he in China. He not even in the league, William. He in China. He's on nobody's team.
Squad.
We'll be right back.
Squad with it.
He trying to get a statue like Steph.
Everybody trying to get a statue like Steph. I'm going to China and be the man.
About to get me a statue.
Go be the guy.
Cause Steph about 47 years old, still out there balling.
Brazil, what's happening? The Crush love y'all over there in Brazil.
Yes, we do.
Come over there and shoot like a Snoop Dogg type video.
Beautiful.
I just want you to know that you are real.
Everybody coming tomorrow?
Huh?
Everybody coming tomorrow? Got anybody coming tomorrow?
Yeah, Bobby.
He's on the list. B.O.
Bill, we're gonna have a little fun. We're gonna do the little Hall of Fame thing, and then get into recruiting talk.
Hall of Fame. That shit good.
Is this guy Hall of Fame? We're gonna let Wendy host it.
Oof. And we look. Whoever get the most, if we get the most votes out of the three,
yeah,
he get in.
Yeah,
Boy, that might be the show. Wait a minute, man, he's
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be a good show.
Look at his numbers.
There we go.
Look at his numbers.
His numbers.
That's a good show.
Relationship coaching, executive coaching, life coaching, and cultural competency coaching. Courses are online.
Next week we got King Pack Chili. What are they? Pack Chili.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
That's Coach Carl.
In the world, go to academyofcreativecoaching.com.
Listen, as a hiring manager, I gotta tell you, the best job candidate isn't always the typical candidate. Sometimes
might make us all run. He come in.
Meet the grads of life.
Well, he'll be trying to experience.
An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position.
Blaze, I need you.
You're nervous once.
What's your boy? What was his name? That dad was Clemson.
Oh, Leanthony.
He was in. He said, "Coach, he was like, Coach, I'm good."
I don't want no problem, boy.
I'm about to say you, Coach Junior over here, Coach Carter Junior over here, boy.
Oh, wow.
I think about you Satanistic over here, boy. You be looking for them.
When I tell you that Joker, the energy that dude got, man, it's just unbelievable.
I said, you showed that damn film, he was jumping on that damn rope, getting up to the top. He working out with everybody too.
Now we running 2 mile trail, so we had to go down this little side street. We wanted to back pedal up the street.
How many be with you?
It varied. On a good day, we probably had like 6 or 7. And then we had them days, just you and me and him, and maybe like one other person.
You be looking for people.
I sent a folk text. Where y'all at, man? Where y'all at?
I see you be posting people.
Hey, I'm here. Erica just done.
We're back, man. Still doing a little NBA talk right now. Let's go through the East real quick, Maceo. Cleveland is up first, 42. The record 42-20. Miami last night though, and on Monday night, Miami
interesting.
They
very interesting squad.
They
very interesting squad.
Putting together a nice little run going on.
Very interesting squad.
They're 30-34. There's a game and a half. What's funny is they're a game and a half behind Chicago, Detroit.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see what they do. But they're sitting on 9. pushing wins and doing what they do. I think it's something good for Spoelstra to be able to put together something, you know. It's his squad. He don't have the big boys he had, the big three. These are all people that he's coaching right now. So, shout out to Miami. Boston is number 2. We know about them. They're 40-24.
Little Isaiah.
3 game. Going back to what you said about the Hawks, what are your thoughts about Al this year?
I mean, they're not getting the bang for their buck.
No.
Definitely
They
not.
put a lot of money in that.
Yeah. But to give a guy that kind of money, and again, you asking him to do the same thing basically he did in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he's still playing center.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things he didn't want to do, but he's still playing center.
But, you know, I'm not trying to say that Atlanta did try to say, brother, you stay here, you know, we got the center thing taken care of for you now.
It would have been so much better if he had stayed here with Dwight.
Yeah.
I just still don't understand why he didn't want to be here with Dwight.
He went to the 4 position, which he said he wanted.
That's what he wanted to do.
And he said, no, I want to go to Boston. Now you're playing center again.
Now you playing center, yeah.
Guy that's really, this Washington team is scary. I mean,
I'm
John Wall is on another level.
Keep talking about John Wall, not top 5 point guard. Keep talking about that.
John Wall is on fire right now. Him and Bradley building that backcourt is probably one of the best backcourts in the league right now.
Outside of Kyrie, John Wall handles, man. Yeah. Handles are sick.
I think Kyrie getting is crazy.
Man, Kyrie wicked with that thing.
That thing.
Kyrie wicked.
The ball is really, when they say on the string, it's really
he really got it like a yo-yo.
It's not even funny no more.
Yeah.
Toronto is 4. We talked about that. The Hawks are 5th. There we got Indiana, Detroit, and Chicago rounding it out with Miami looking out. I am a big Milwaukee, the big guy, Greek freak.
The Greek freak.
6'11". He keeps growing. He might be 7'2" next year. You never know.
Crazy athleticism.
He's just
crazy.
He's long and he can dribble and NBA just tall. They got long guys these days.
Crazy.
Man. Going out to the West, man. Golden State is number 1. They've already secured a playoff spot as well as San Antonio.
Secure the bag.
Golden State, you know, they wait for KD to come back. It should be around playoff time.
Yeah.
They're still the team to beat. San Antonio, Kyrie is he a top 5 player in your opinion?
Kawhi,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, without doubt.
I agree with you, man.
Because he does it on both ends of the floor. That's very rare.
He plays your best man.
Yeah.
And he's going to put 30 on.
Scottie Pippen-ish.
Yeah. He's doing this thing. And he's taking over for Tim. Tim's gone now. He's the guy.
Yeah.
And the old guys, man, do with the ball head. And
they old, but
they look at him like,
they old.
Do what you do, bro.
They old.
Just come out the bed. Houston. Hey, man. D'Antoni said, I'm going to put him at the point and let him do this thing. And
very shocked by that, but I mean, hey.
They're number 3 right now, sitting out there. Utah, great coaching.
Yeah.
Utah, they again built the team. Derek Favors is playing well down there. Gordon Hayward and the team down there.
The point guard from Michigan.
Yeah.
I can't think his name, but yeah.
They're 4th right now. The team that if they don't do something, they blow them up this year. The Clippers. All that talent they got, all that money, all that crying they wanted for DeAndre.
I'm not even gonna get into that. Y'all, you know how I feel about CP3. You know how I feel about Blake. Yeah. So I mean, whatever.
Remember when all that went down with DeAndre? Everybody.
Yeah, they locked him in the house.
Yeah, nobody couldn't get to Dallas.
Yeah.
Is it really all that?
How is that working for you? Yeah.
Memphis at 6. That was once a good team. That old big lineup is wearing down. Zebo and then Gasol wearing down. Oklahoma City, with potentially who probably in my opinion should be the MVP, are sitting at 7 right now.
Yeah.
They have nothing. I mean, without Westbrook, it's
one man band, baby.
Oladipo, I mean, he does okay. I think he's out.
One man band.
And Denver is number 8. Portland is on the outside looking in, as well as the Dallas Mavericks. You just mentioned today that Dirk Nowitzki hit 30,000.
He went over 30,000 for his career.
That's big. Big for Dirk. Dirk looks like it's about time to wrap it up.
Still got that one leg fall away.
Teams at the bottom of the barrel, the Lakers, 19-44. Phoenix.
Hey, man, Magic. What you say, everybody on your timeline say about the Lakers when they signed Magic?
We coming back. We back. We back.
I like, is Kobe coming back?
Like, is he bringing everybody with him?
Kobe.
We back to what?
Pull a Kobe.
Back to last. I mean, everybody got on me because I put a little post about some of his comments he made.
Yeah.
About great moves. And
hey, man.
This the guy y'all putting up there?
Kobe.
Brooklyn's at the end. Boy, Brooklyn. Boy. The man sell that team. He sold that team out.
Man, where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn? I ain't seen Hov on.
No.
I ain't seen Hov at the game.
They've only won 11 games this season.
They bad.
Here's the thing to Atlanta Hawks. Brooklyn is your next team to play. If you don't beat Brooklyn,
that's one of them get healthy games.
Yeah, boy, if you don't beat Brooklyn,
yeah,
you need to be ashamed.
Tomato can.
All right, they homecoming. We'll talk to you. We'll wrap this puppy up when we come back.
Tomato can.
If you don't beat Brooklyn,
what you do to the tomato can? You kick them.
Yeah.
I'll run down when we come back.
Yeah.
Kick them tomato cans.
Oh, Greg said yeah.
So,
Greg.
Sensation Station should be released by tomorrow because you guys just wanted a straight shot.
Oh. Yeah, just straight shot.
It should be released by tomorrow, but if not, we have to do the same thing because the Sean Prime they released.
Okay.
But it should. I'm thinking it should be released by tomorrow.
Yeah, Clay said, just shoot this stuff, bro. I got you. Clay yesterday, shoot your thing, man. Let's do it.
Oh, he want
just shoot this project, bro. Let's do it. Absolutely.
And tell him he
right down
shoot him commercial, man.
I told him about all that. He was like, yeah, I gotta do it.
Yeah. Gonna shoot him a commercial and the whole 9.
And we're going to that Crush Recap brought to you by
Blunt Power.
With Blunt Power 3 sprays last for days. You can find out more about
Blunt Power
at their website, bluntpower.com, or go to their Facebook and or Twitter page at Blunt Power. Great show today, man. Shout out to Christy, man.
Hey, man.
If you don't do anything else, man, make sure you go and purchase this book. I have to get me a 3 or 4 of them because I'm going to make it a family thing.
It's Page Turner, baby. Page Turner.
And we going to talk about it, and I got to get my signatures. But CourageousChristy.com.
Yes, sir.
Or you can go to Amazon and get the book. But anyway, get the book. She'll get it to you and just enjoy it. One of the best, you know. It's like a journal type book because she basically what she did through her life through this time.
She was going through her thoughts. She put pen to paper, baby.
But it's very inspirational. There are a lot of people out there that are going through some things from a domestic violence point, you know, just to learn some of the things that she went through, how it affected her family, her mom, her kids, how that guy, how you say it, Mason? Little Buddy. He did his things. Great book. I'm going to really get it, put it out there. It's a very colorful book too. As always. Can't say where my book is. It's the yellow book. Yellow Tulips on a Cloudy Day. Christy Sims. Make sure you pick it up and support. We also jumped into. I want to make sure we got a story because we did the Crush Rundown. We kind of ran through some things with the draft rundown. You got more stories out there?
Just a quick story. Auburn now claims that they won't name a starting quarterback coming out of spring. Malzahn, stop.
Why do
stop?
Have you ever?
Stop.
The only guy that can really do that is Nick.
Yeah, dude. Jared Stidman didn't transfer down there to hold the clipboard and signal in place.
Yeah, Malzahn, you better get your stuff together, get that kid ready, or you will be on an offensive coordinator position next year.
Right.
Because your seat is burning. It ain't hot no more. Is smoking.
Hey, man, smoking. One more story. The New York Giants, they're going to raise ticket prices for 2017. Interesting.
For what?
Hey, man.
For what?
Hey.
So, Maceo, we're into looking at this. Looks like Illinois State may make it in as the bubble team. I want people, before we go, tell people what we got going on this week with our brackets so everybody knows.
So we're going to put the link up. If you're tired of me always bragging about my bracket, beat me. We're going to have the Crush March Madness Challenge. I'm going to put the link out there. Sign up. It's a Yahoo account. Pick your tournaments teams. Best bracket will get to come in studio and brag. Come get to tell me all about how you beat me or Glaze.
If you got the #1 bracket, you got the most wins.
You got to beat me or Glaze.
Yeah.
Me and Glaze can't be 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And then you come in and talk you third. No. You have to take us out.
Yeah. If you don't, you can come in here and talk a little trash.
Yeah.
We'll give you a few minutes on
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Because if not, because you get to hear us talk for a while.
Oh yeah. Because I'm gonna talk bad about your bracket.
Sign up. Make sure you're studying. Look at all these games. So right now, Gonzaga's up 39-18 over. Is it Santa Clara? No, St. Mary. So make sure you're looking at all these tournaments. Make sure you know which teams you want to be on.
Do your homework.
Because we want to hear, oh, I didn't really study. You know, bro.
I just picked names.
I picked Cinderella teams. You want to hear that, man?
Don't do it.
Right now, we're going through it. The Georgia Tech lost to Pittsburgh today. After I gave passing some love.
NIT, baby.
They going to the NIT, but Pittsburgh won. Wake Forest won over BC. Clemson won today over NC State. But see, NC State, that whole thing that went down with their head coach firing him in the middle of the season.
And the young fella said he leaving. Yeah.
So what I mean, y'all really didn't want to win.
Yeah.
You fire your coach in the middle of the season, and then your young guy like, I'm out of here anyway, man. I ain't got no time for these problems right now.
Yeah, Dennis Smith Jr. He done already declared for the draft. He good.
Yeah, so.
Another funny story real quick. Manny Pacquiao, he calls off his April fight with Amir Khan.
Wow.
The $30 million payday he thought he was gonna get, it didn't come through.
Yeah.
Nah.
Saw your boy Floyd say, Connor, if you want it, sign the paper, man. I don't want to see this fight. Maybe I'm.
The beauty of boxing now is all coming back to regular TV. All coming back to regular TV.
And that's a good thing.
All coming back.
Because that's how we grew up.
Old school, wide world of sports, baby.
You see, you hear your boy
Howard Cosell,
ABC Sports, man.
Yeah.
And it's good because you can get, hey man, check a boxing match for free. Ain't got to worry about no $59.99.
Right. Fox been showing them. Yeah.
And honestly, the heavyweight division needs to show more.
Yeah, because I mean, who are these guys? I don't know these guys.
I'm not gonna pay this. I don't see no Klitschko. I don't see them no more. I don't see these young guys.
They so slow.
In boxing, that's another sport that's changed. I got to ask you about Mike Tyson. Could he fight in today's time when he's 6'11", 6'9", boxers?
He fighting him.
He have to.
Yeah.
Because today, but it just
like that boxing game. You say body blow. Yeah.
Hey man. Shout out to every team that's playing this weekend for the state championship in Georgia and around the country. This is an opportunity that you will always remember. I remember we talked about early in the season, man, and we were kind of talking about how we didn't know if these kids wanted to play for high schools or did they just want to play AAU.
Right.
I'm seeing kids now, which makes me happy, really want to play for the high school and win the state championship.
This is what it is right here. This is what it is.
And playing the game and battling and playing all. This is what's fun. You get to see the celebrations, get your trophy over the head, man. This is good stuff right now, man.
Without doubt.
Shout out to Kennesaw State's Vaughn Williams. He was named the Under Armour Athletic Director of the Year.
Wow.
Shout out to you. He's a guest of ours. Of course, we have our state of Kennesaw in there like we always do.
Yeah, that's our fan.
Congratulations, Coach.
Hey man, shout out to my big cut Eddie Burgess who checking in on YouTube. Say we be cracking him up.
What up, Eddie?
I don't know what be so funny.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Thank you, Christy. We appreciate it. Nikki, if you're listening, thank you. Thank you, Brian, for sitting in again.
Big Gary Owens, appreciate your homeboy for tuning in, man. We appreciate you.
Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Facebook.
Facebook, Periscope,
all that.
Worldwide, Craig.
Thank you, brother. We'll see y'all again tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Bobby Olive be in the building.
Let's go. Appreciate y'all. Good night. We gone.
Sensation Station Network. Radio, knock them down.
Periscope, appreciate you.
Thank you, YouTube.